Are you looking for a quality condenser microphone to use in your home studio or mobile studio? Well, in this video, I'm going to tell you all about the one, or maybe two, that I recommend. Let's go. Hi, my name is Pete, and this is Studio Live Today, where I help you create, record, and release your best music. And one of the questions I get asked more than any is, what microphone do I recommend for someone who is maybe just starting out in the home studio or wanting to take their amateur recordings to that more professional level? Well, you can spend anywhere from $20 to $2,000 on a condenser microphone. So my recommendation for folks who are looking for something under $100 is actually this kit right here. This is the MXL 550 and 551 large and small diaphragm condenser microphone package. Yes, you get both microphones in this pack for well less than $100 as of the videoing of this particular video. So let's jump in and take a look inside here, and I'll let you know why this is my go-to microphone and why I recommend you pick up this or something similar for your home recordings. So before we jump in, there's a couple of things to keep in mind. So these microphones are XLR microphones, meaning you'll need an audio interface that has an XLR jack in order to plug these into your Mac, your PC, your iPhone, or your iPad. And I've talked about the Steinberg UR12 in a recent video, which I'll link up there and down below as well. And I've also done videos about a whole range of different audio interfaces, everything from a budget interface that you plug in through your 3.5mm jack right up to spending several hundreds of dollars. So there are options, regardless of your budget, that you can get yourself a good quality interface so that you can grab something like this MXL microphone pack and really take your recordings up to that next level of quality. So I've had these microphones for a few years now, but they're still in really great condition. One of the main reasons for that is you get this really nice case. So yes, it's a plastic case, but you know what? For a microphone in this price point, you don't often get this level of case or any sort of packaging. So this has got a couple of nice clips on the back here that open up like so, and then inside, look at that. Yes, they are red, and that does mean they go faster. We know that. That's what we talk about on the channel here. No, so the MXL 550 and 551 are a large and a small diaphragm condenser. So these microphones are great for vocals, for miking up instruments, and pretty much for any application. They've got a very good frequency response and very good sensitivity. So a condenser microphone, if you're not aware, uses phantom power. So the interface you use must supply 48 volts of phantom power. Almost every interface on the market now does, but just keep that in mind that you do need phantom power to run both of these microphones, because they do run off of phantom power. You can see in here that we've got our two microphones. We've got the clips that go with these. So you've got the large clip here for the large diaphragm condenser, and then you've got this little sucker that goes with our 551. And if you want to, I'm not going to go into the audio quality in this video, which you might think is a bit strange, but I use these almost exclusively on my recent album. So if you want to hear these in action, you can listen to the vocals and a lot of the guitar recordings, the acoustic guitar recordings that I did, and even some of the other sort of backing vocals and hand percussion and that sort of thing I used using these. So primarily the MXL 550. The 551 is good for miking up an instrument. I've used it on a guitar amp before, and I've used it for shakers and things like that as well, where I just need to poke it in somewhere. So let's take these out and take a good look at both of these. We'll throw that down there. We'll take a look at this one first. So this is the MXL 550. It's a side address large diaphragm condenser microphone there. So it's got the front and the back. It's got a really nice sort of foil. It's nice and weighty, so you can actually feel that, you know, there's some quality components in there. There's nothing worse than picking up a microphone and it going, whoop. Wow, there's definitely not a lot of quality to that. At the bottom here, we've got our XLR connection. So as I mentioned, you need an XLR cable and an input an audio interface that's going to input XLR to actually run this. And that's it. Like, it's a very simple sort of package. It doesn't have any switches, doesn't have anything to do any sort of high level or low level filtering or EQ, but it's just going to give you a really clear signal. Now, The thing to keep in mind with these microphones is that they are going to pick up a lot. So if you're in an environment like me that's not perfect, you do have to be really careful with your input gain. If you push the input gain up too much, then you can raise the noise floor. And obviously that will be dependent also upon your interface and the quality of the interface that you're using with this. But using my Steinberg UR12 or UR44, this really does pack a really good punch. And if you listen to the vocals on my recent album, you'll be able to hear what those sound like, as well as the acoustic guitar, as I mentioned, does a great job with those. So the clip here that it comes with is a standard. Now, I don't remember the measurement sizes, but it's the smaller one of your mic clips. You can get adapters for all of your different mic stands and things, but this is the smaller size that it clips onto there, and then that screws onto your mic stand. So it sits nicely on a mic stand like that, and that means that you can position it any way you like, whether you're singing or whether you're positioning it near a guitar or an instrument or anything else like that. So that is the MXL 550. Let's take a quick look at the MXL 551 small diaphragm condenser. All right, so let's take a look at the MXL 551. So this is a small diaphragm condenser, often called a pencil condenser microphone for fairly obvious reasons, although it's a fairly thick pencil that you'd have there. So yeah, a much smaller diaphragm on this one, hence the name. And this is a directional, so you'll point this at your source as opposed to the side. So you don't want to sing into the end of that one, but you do take your audio directly into there. So it comes with its own clip, as I mentioned, which means that it can slide in there because it would just slide straight out of a standard microphone clip. So that's really handy, and you can just point this at whatever you're recording. Now, you're not going to get a good vocal sound with this as you would with something like the MXL 550, but if you're using this for things like hand percussion, for guitars, for any other sort of sounds that you want to capture, as you can see, you can get it in. You can even use it, you know, to position with drum kits and things like that. So it's a very handy mic to have, and to be able to have a couple of microphones in your toolkit for well less than $100 US is a pretty good deal. I bought these here in Australia for just under $100 about 2 or 3 years ago now, and they have not missed a beat. Being able to store them in that case and keep them in good condition is really, really handy. So there you go. That is the MXL 550 and 551 large and small diaphragm condensers. I definitely recommend them. If you want to find out a little bit more about what they sound like and all of the specs, there'll be links listed down below. If you do head over to Amazon or eBay to check these out, then if you use the affiliate links that I have listed down below, then you'll be helping the channel and getting yourself some cool new gear at the same time. Thanks again for watching. If you've got comments, questions, or suggestions, you can leave those down below as well, and I'll see you on the next video. Hey, thanks for sticking around. I'm just practicing my radio voice here with my MXL 550. If you'd like to check out some more videos, we've got 2 listed down below. You can also subscribe to the channel by clicking over on the Studio Live Today icon in the top right corner, or head on over to studiolivetoday.com for even more audio goodness.